So far, we have looked at the work of the New Westminster Early Childhood Development Committee. An important next step in the development was the formation of the Public Partners Committee.
In 2006, 5 public organizations met to discuss ECD issues for New Westminster. This discussion led to the formation of the Public Partners Committee, involving participation from Fraser Health, the City of New Westminster School District, the Ministry of Children and Family Development, and the United Way of the Lower Mainland. The committee adopted a memorandum of understanding which helped the partners to understand their roles and the purpose of their partnership. The objectives of the committee are to coordinate the member organizations to meet the needs and opportunities of the community in relationship to the ECD Hub development. Also to identify and access funding and other resources, and to support and advocate for the development of ECD Hubs. And finally, to play a facilitative role with the ECD Committee and its action teams and others.
A lot has been achieved by the work of the Early Childhood Development Committee and the Public Partners Committee. So what is the current state of childhood development hubs in New Westminster?
In New Westminster, 4 ECD hubs serving 6 neighborhoods have been identified. Planning for 2 of these neighborhoods is already underway. Needs assessments have been completed for both the Queensborough area and the central area, which is actually uptown and downtown. In these areas, action teams have been established to conduct more detailed planning and advocate on behalf of the hub development. And the group Public Partners has been working to identify opportunities and to realize funding and solidify support in their respective organizations. In planning, it has become fairly clear that to be truly effective, the team has to consider not only the ECD, the 0 to 6 years, but the 7 to 12 years, which is kind of the middle years, and the youth, which is the teen years. So one should more correctly speak of these hubs as rather than ECD hubs, as community service hubs, and that would be a more accurate reflection.
What are the challenges and opportunities for childhood development hubs in New Westminster? What decisions need to be taken to move them forward?
The challenges to date with regards to developing 4 child development hubs in New Westminster is finding locations. And this is where the public partners have really come in, identifying opportunities and working together to realize those hubs. With regards to the expansion to the Queensborough Community Centre, we saw that as a real opportunity to develop a hub. And working together and working through the school district and council, we've managed to actually develop a hub, and as part of that hub will be anchored by childcare and will have other services, and this will provide seamless access to information and services for families in the Queensborough area. As to the uptown downtown, there was a study conducted around the child development hub, again we were looking for opportunities. The public partners identified an opportunity in the development of 3 new schools, and that was an elementary school, a middle school, and a secondary school. With regards to the middle school, there was an opportunity to develop a child development hub. And again, that hub will be anchored by licensed childcare. It'll have parent and taught drop-in. There'll be an intermediate school age care program and other services. And I think this is a real opportunity because one of the challenges with the uptown and downtown was the topography of the area and the fact we're looking at 2 neighborhoods. And this particular location bridges those 2 neighborhoods. And it will meet a number of the needs within the community. Okay. The Neighborhoods of Learning, it's a provincial government program in which new schools can have community amenities or services attached to them. And with regards to this program, we felt this was a real opportunity to develop a child development hub. There will be 3 new schools, and as part of those 3 new schools, the idea is there will be 3 neighborhood learning centers, one of which will really be looking at child development and the needs of the community around early childhood development. And this hub is proposed to be located on the John Robson site, and it will have a full array of services anchored by licensed childcare. The Neighborhoods of Learning program provides up to 15% of school space or funding with regards to developing community amenity spaces or uses within schools. And this is a real opportunity within the Uptown and Downtown. There was a needs assessment study done around the Child Development Hub in the Uptown Downtown. As part of that, it did identify the need for a hub. And John Robson School, which will be a new middle school, provides that opportunity. And with the funding from the provincial government, with the partners working together, we can create a number of spaces and uses which will serve the community. And by partnering, we can ensure that those needs are being met. We made progress with regards to the Queensborough Hub and also with regards to the Uptown Downtown through the Neighborhoods of Learning funding. There is still a challenge of developing a hub in both the east side and west side of New Westminster. And in the future, that will be the focus for the public partners, to try to develop hubs. In that way, we will have 4 hubs serving all of New Westminster, and they will be related to each other. And this will better serve the needs of families and children in New Westminster.
In this short video, we have looked at the concept of child development hubs and how it is being implemented in New Westminster. Due to the hard work of many dedicated individuals and the collaboration of several public partners, New Westminster will be an example community regarding the provision of services to families and children. This will lead to positive outcomes for childhood development. Having such well-developed facilities will have spin-offs for economic development too, as it will contribute to New Westminster as a livable city and its ability to attract new residents and businesses.